Okay, today we are working in the rubble of Hurricane Sally on the patio, the partially patio. Anyway, looking at a Magnavox Micromatic. I'm not quite sure the model number. There is a model number on the bottom, but it's several digits, so it begins with a W. But anyway, this is a Micromatic basically, and it's like the model is 802, 802, something like that. Anyway, I have the next closest manual, which totally has all the parts and pieces. The service manual. I'm also going to include in this a realistic stereo amplifier, and basically it's an old-fashioned way to listen to a turntable with a ceramic cartridge. So what we have here is this Magnavox has a let me see a little bit better. It has a ceramic cartridge with a flip needle, and this way you could just set up, just get 2 speakers and set up your turntable anywhere, just like with the newer preamps. But those are for magnetic cartridges, which is mostly the norm. This will also play well on an auxiliary jack on your receiver. The dust cover is really nice. Scratches, yes, but I think that's the worst. But no cracks. It's really thick. And it basically it looks like a Colero too, because they make Coleros. So and it's pretty modern. It works great now. So the speeds are right here. Let me see if I can. Yeah. So 78, 45, and 33, and then your auto on switches there. And this has the best sensing for the size of the record of any company that I'm familiar with. But anyway, this will sense what size record. So all you have to do is the speed. So I'm going to play some full play LPs. This is also on 45 speed, but right. So the cartridge has been changed out with new stylus as well, and it's been taken apart, cleaned up, put back together, lubricated. So it works really good. I'm a fan of Colero, so this is similar in design. So, and it goes over to judge what size record it is. And I have 2 regular Sony audio-visual speakers attached to this realistic little amplifier, and it's fairly low. It's 10 amps, I'm not sure, but I have an instruction guide for that too. Now I'll include all the wires, because you're going to need some speaker wires to plug into the back, which are the RCA, and so I order these for the vintage items where they have the plug and then they have an open end for the speakers. So I'll include the 2 speaker wires, because whether you're going to have hook it to a receiver or a receiver or a preamp or something, then you're going to need the speaker cords, and I'll include an RCA cord also. So this is full play, and let me put it back on. My heart, I'm painting
With these scars I'm blind.
Okay, and we want to see its size at the end of this song. This is really cool. So, didn't find any records up there, so it just turned itself off. And we'll do some 45s. That is. Okay, so we'll do some 45s just down there, and I think I have 4 here, but you can do up to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's on 45. Oh yeah, it's going to figure out the. Ooh, that is so cool. I put them on the wrong sides that I wanted, but that's okay, because I'll get copyright infringement. So these are all B-sides. Got a test. No records. Okay. And if you're wondering what these holes are, this is where the for usually there's packing screws for other companies, but they have little arrow plastic things. I have them. I have them somewhere. So I'll make sure I put them on before I ship it. Okay, so we got 45s, worked awesomely, and you know, did I do this? Let's try it this way. A little cool trick. Let's see. Yeah, because this works different. Like the arm doesn't do anything but stabilize the record on this on these players, unlike other brands. Other brands will it's telling the record player that it was the last record. But this just keeps them secure. So when you're doing your 45s, you can do free fall 45s. That works great. The only thing that, you know, I think my only issue with this record player is, see, it's going to turn off because there's no record, so this doesn't have anything to do with it. Is the, I would probably upgrade it to a magnetic, but it'll work really well for your 78s, and depending upon your receiver, like I put in 2 of my receivers in the tape-in or auxiliary jack, and it sounded great because the ceramic cartridges have too much output for a phono plug compared to magnetic, so it's always distorted and awful, or most of the time. Sometimes it's fair, but that depends on your receiver. So let's do some 78s. And the speed will be 78. 58. Yeah, the speed's on the bottom, so 78. Okay, and I'm gonna do the auto. Wow. Oh, and when you're playing 78s, you put the needle on the 78 side. See, that sounds great. I mean, that's what I would dedicate it to, like, listening to 78s. I mean, that is, like, clearer than what I normally would hear without playing. It functions, right?
You can take the moon, gather up the stars and the robins that sing merrily. Put them in a box, tie with a ribbon, throw them in the deep blue sea. You can take the flowers down in Lover's Lane and that sentimental poetry. Put them in.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One for the wonder of your kisses. 2 for the lips that I adore. 3 is the crowd when we want to be alone. I'm so fortunate to have you for my own. You're a 5 along a charmer. 6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10. It's fun to count like this when each number brings a kiss. So let's go back and start.
Thank you so much for looking. Hope you like it, hope you love it, hope you buy it.
You're a 5 along a charmer.
I wanted to add this.
6, 7 and 8, 9 and 10.
The dust cover stays in
The
its
number
position.
game is fun to
I
play.
wasn't using it that way.
Delightful way to say,
Darling, I'm in love with you.
See, it stays right there.
4,
Darling, I'm in love with you. 6, 7, 8. Darling, I'm in love with you.
9, 10.
Thank you. Good night. Ooh. So yeah. Isn't that cool? Way cool. I should have had that all the way during the video. Alright. Thank you. Hey, I wanted to mention also the about the realistic amp. I'm also including the speaker connection, so you can just use your speakers. So all you need is your speakers to set this up, because it will plug in to the back of the RCA. So first thing is that when you're using a turntable with a receiver or component system that has a ceramic cartridge, you don't have to have a you don't have to have a ground wire, because the output is so high. Basically, ceramic cartridges are immune to the humming that you'd hear because of the low output of magnetic cartridges. So, just wanted to mention that. so there isn't a ground cord on that. And also I do have the speaker wire, so all you have to do is plug it into the left and right, plug in the phono, and plug in the left-right speakers, which is the last one right there, and I'm good to go. And there's an instruction manual for a similar model of the Magnavox. Nice radio. And also for the solid state SA10 amplifier. And if you look on eBay, for those, they're like $25, $30. So, but I thought it was kind of a fun alternative. And if you're a 78, you want to hear your 78, so it would sound good on that, as well as just a reminder that you could use your auxiliary jack or tape in for listening to this. It sounds, to me, it sounded a lot clearer on a few receivers. I tested it on 5. So, thank you.